Hello everyone, I am Karan Patel and welcome back to the channel where we make learning automobile easy. As we spoke about the subject automobile electrical system in the last video, it is now time to go further in the subject and start with our first topic, battery. Now as you can see, the topics which we are going to cover are history, types, construction, working principle, and at the end we will see how to maintain the battery. Now battery, what is battery? If someone asks you, so battery is a device which is used to store energy. It converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Now, you all might have seen battery all around you. Even if you don't, batteries are still there around you. Like in the remote controls, toys, gadgets, and more specifically in your cars. So let us first see what was the history of battery. Now, as you all know, early cars did not have batteries as their electrical systems were limited. An American scientist and inventor, Benjamin Franklin, first used the term battery in 1749 when he was doing experiments with the electricity using a set of linked capacitors. The first true battery was then invented by the Italian physicist Alessandro Volta in 1800. He stacked discs of copper and zinc separated by a cloth soaked in salty water. After that, with more advancement, the first starting and charging systems were designed, which was of 6 volts and positively ground system, which means the positive terminal was attached to the vehicle chassis directly. Cars used 6-volt systems until mid 1950, and then with arrival of bigger engines and higher compression ratios, bigger batteries were needed, which brought the changeover from 6-volt system to 12-volt system. Now let us see the types of batteries and how they look. First is lead acid battery, second alkaline battery, which is further categorized as nickel iron type and nickel cadmium type, third zinc air battery, and lastly dry charge battery. All these batteries have different type of construction and working principle. Now let us see what is the construction of a regular lead acid battery and what does it contain. If you see here, we have a dissected image of a battery parts by parts. First is container, which is the outermost part and holds all the other parts of the battery. Second is plates. Now a battery has two type of plates. One is positive and other is negative. The positive plate is made of lead oxide, which can be chemically written as PbO2, and the negative plate is made of lead, which is Pb. Always remember, there will be one extra negative plate in the battery than the positive plates for a complete chemical reaction of all the surfaces of the plates. Next is separators, which have just one function, which is to keep the positive and negative plates separate and avoid any contacts between them, which can lead to short circuiting. Next is cell. A cell is made of one positive plate and one negative plate, which is chemically produces 2.1 volts of electrical energy in the battery. So in a 12.6 volts of a battery, we have 6 cells. Last is electrolyte. Now electrolyte is a medium in the battery for the chemical reaction to take place and convert into electrical energy. We use sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, as an electrolyte in all the batteries. The ratio of water and sulfuric acid in the electrolyte is 2:1 respectively. Now we will see the working of battery and see what actually happens inside the battery that forms electricity. Here we have the chemical reaction which occurs in the battery and is responsible for the formation of electricity. When PbO2 and Pb reacts with H2SO4, PbSO4 is formed on both the plates and H2SO4 is converted to water and heat energy is released. So this trade of electrons between electrolyte and plates causes a flow of electrons, which is called electricity. This electricity is stored in the battery, which can be used to power the electrical system of an automobile. Lastly, let's talk about some of the maintenance tips of a battery which can we do ourselves. First, battery terminals should be clean and connections should be tight. Second, use a hydrometer to check the condition of the electrolyte of the battery. Third, in case the electrolyte level is not sufficient for the battery, top up with the distilled water. Fourth, never let the battery remain in discharge condition for a long period. This is it from my side, guys. If you like the video and want to stay updated, subscribe to our channel and keep learning.